Alright, well, I want to thank Fred H for this comment, and I'm going to try this out real quick. It's called the float test. It's not very invasive. You don't have to start cracking eggs open or do anything like that. And I agree. Dean, my buddy Dean, he just mentioned also too, to just kind of let them do their thing, and they'll come when they're ready. But this is something that I think I could do real quick, and also moisten the eggs up a little bit, so that way they might be able to get out of there easier. And it's called the float test, and there's a link in the last video I did, and it talks about what to look for. The eggs that didn't even develop, they'll sink right to the bottom, and you kind of want something that's floating kind of halfway and kind of moving. So maybe I could do that and give it a try real quick. And you just saw that this is just a store-bought egg, and it sinks. So let's give one of the other ones a try at least. And Ocean, I need you to. It's past your bedtime. You need to be quiet, okay? Baby's sleeping. All right, so we're gonna try this one. And yes, baby's sleeping. Okay. I don't know which way to put this egg in. Actually, I should probably check for cracks and stuff first. Otherwise, they'll drown. And I don't see any on there. I don't want to move it around too much. And this one right here, it's moving. Well, I don't know if that's Ocean doing that. It's kind of moving, but it's sunk. Alright. That's one. This egg is moving in the incubator. So I don't know how accurate that float test is. But the person that posted it said it was pretty accurate. But even if it doesn't work, I guess I'm just kind of moistening up the eggs real good, so that way they'll hatch better. Let me check to see if there's any cracks in this one. No cracks. You want to say hi, Ocean?
Hi.
You want to say I'm up past my bedtime?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Okay. This one here is also moving in the incubator, and I'm just gonna set this one in here. Ocean, I need you to not bump. And that one there, as you can see, is just kind of just barely floating. That's where the air pocket is. And if I can get it, it's kind of moving a little bit back and forth. So I guess this one here is viable. The other egg, maybe the chicken broke through the air pocket, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna be real careful and put this one back in there. Alright, there's two down. Let me try this one. All four of them are wiggling. I can see the egg kind of moving a little bit. Let me check to see if there's any cracks on this one. So this is the float test, and Fred H gave me this idea from a link. Okay, that was the wrong direction. This one right here, it's the same thing. It's about 10% over. If I could get the little guy in the chair to stop moving for a second, we will see if the egg's kind of wobbling. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of moving a little bit. So, okay, so one kind of sank. The other two are floating just barely 10% in the water. Alright, let me get the last one, the big one. And this one's really moving, you can tell. And I'm just kind of checking it right now for some cracks. I don't really see any. Hopefully I don't drop the darn thing. Yes, no cracks, Ocean. Okay, and I couldn't agree with my buddy Dean more. He's got he grew up on a ranch, and he said that he had a horse that would she'd have her baby 2 weeks after, and I kind of agree. Kind of sometimes just let nature take its course, I guess. So 3 of the eggs have a little 10% hanging out. That's like where the air pocket is. So I guess these all developed correctly, and Make sure I put it back in there the right way. And you want to make sure there's no cracks on it. Hopefully I didn't wash off the darn circle. Okay, there's the circle. You want to make sure there's no cracks in there, otherwise the little guys can drown. So these 3 eggs, this one, and this one, all floated just barely above, and I don't know if they were wiggling because I put them in there or not. This one didn't float, but it still kind of lingered in halfway. So yeah, that was the float test, and I don't know. I guess the only thing I can do is maybe wait a little bit longer. I'd hate to start cracking open an egg, and they've only got a couple drops of blood when they're first born and stuff, and the eggs can actually bleed. No, don't stick your fingers in front of their ocean. The eggs can actually bleed, and they can lose a lot of that blood. So yeah, I've tried that test. It seemed like it worked pretty good. Don't put your fingers in front of the camera. So I appreciate all the advice I'm getting from you guys. I'm just getting a little nervous right now, a little stressed out, and I don't know, it's just kind of a little bit depressing, you know, all that time and all that energy and something. Oh look, the humidity went down, the temperature dropped down a sec. You know, all that time and energy and stuff like that, and you know, Masanobu talked in his book a lot about, you know, humans making more work for ourselves than what we really need when nature basically does it all on its own. But we've bred that out of most chickens. You know, most chickens don't lay on their eggs, and the ones that I have don't. They're just really good egg layers. So yeah, I guess the only thing I can do is just kind of wait a little bit. I'm sure that water kind of softened the eggs up a little bit.
Dada.
So yes, buddy.
A dog, bad boy. Look.
The duck was a bad boy.
Yes.
Aww. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys all posted. Hopefully I'll start seeing a little beak sticking out of here pretty soon. Yeah. Say it again, Usha.
Bye.
Aww.